Hello there! Welcome to our new lesson. This is for Senior High School Statistics and Probability for Grade 11. What you need to do. Prepare the following. A paper and a pen for you to write your answers or solutions for the problems later on. And remember, you can always pause and play this video whenever necessary. You can even go back or revisit the portion of this video to clarify some things for mastery purposes. This video presentation is for the third quarter, lesson 4 of our subject, Statistics and Probability for Grade 11. The topic is computing the mean of a discrete probability distribution. To be specific, this is for the fourth lesson about random variable and probability distribution. What you need to know. We have three objectives for this lesson. First, we have to illustrate and calculate the mean of a discrete random variable. Second, interpret the mean of a discrete random variable. Then, solve the problems involving mean of probability distributions. What's new? Mathematicians usually consider the outcome of a tossing a coin as a random event. That is, each probability of getting a head is 1/2 and the probability of getting a tail is 1/2. However, it is not possible to predict 100% certainty which outcome will occur. In this lesson, you will learn how to determine the likeliness of the happening of an event. As you can see, this is the equation or formula on finding the mean of the given probability distribution, where x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, and x sub n are the values of the random variable x. Then the p of x sub 1, p of x sub 2, and so on are the corresponding probabilities. Here's the steps on computing the mean of a discrete probability distribution. First, construct the probability distribution for the random variable x. Second, multiply the value of the random variable x by the corresponding probability. Then, add the results obtained in step 2. Here's our first example. Number of spots. Consider rolling a die. What is the average number of spots that would appear? Dito, yung unang dalawang column ay given na. Na-explain na rin ito sa previous lesson ang constructing probability distribution. You can recall it by watching again the video. So let's proceed on the third column. As you can see, kailangan mo lang dyan i-multiply yung first column sa second column. First, we have 1 times 1 over 6 equals 1 over 6. 2 times 1 over 6 equals 2 over 6. 3 times 1 over 6 equals 3 over 6. 4 times 1 over 6 equals 4 over 6. 5 times 1 over 6 equals 5 over 6. 6 times 1 over 6 equals 6 over 6. So, yan yung proseso kung paano makukuha yung sagot sa third column. Then, get the summation of x times p of x. Pag sinabing summation, ibig sabihin nito ay addition. kailangan nating i-add yung mga nakuha nating sagot sa third column. So, we have the summation of x times p of x equals 1 over 6 plus 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6 plus 4 over 6 plus 5 over 6 plus 6 over 6 equals 21 over 6. To get the final answer, let's divide 21 by 6. Then, the answer will be 3.5, which is the mean of our first example. In our first conclusion, the mean of the probability distribution is 3.5. This implies that the average number of spots that would appear in a roll of a die is 3.5. In our second example, we have the grocery items. The probabilities that a customer will buy 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 items in a grocery store are 3 over 10, 1 over 10, 1 over 10, 2 over 10, and 3 over 10 respectively. What is the average number of items that a customer will buy? Get your paper and pen and try answering our second examples. You can pause the video, then later on, check your answer if you got it. Reminder that in mathematics, you will only learn the new lesson if you try practicing it again and again. Just like riding a bike, you will not learn how to ride a bike if you only read or watch the process on how to ride a bike. You need to do it. Go ahead and try answering the second example. Again, in the first and second column is already given in the example, so we will now proceed in the third column. Para makuha ang sagot sa third column, we just need to multiply the first and second column. This is already indicated in the equation above in the third column by multiplying the x to p of x. First, we have to multiply 1 to 3 over 10, which is equal to 3 over 10. Second, we multiply 2 by 1 over 10, which is equal to 2 over 10. Then, we multiply 3 by 1 over 10, which is equal to 3 over 10. Then, we multiply 4 by 2 over 10, which is equal to 8 over 10. Then finally, we multiply 5 by 3 over 10, which is equal to 8 over 10. So, that is the process of getting the answer in the third column. Then, we write the answer in the third column. To get the summation of x times p of x, we need to add the answer that we get in the third column. So we have the summation of x times p of x is equal to 3 over 10 plus 2 over 10 plus 3 over 10 plus 8 over 10 plus 15 over 10 is equal to 31 over 10. To get the mean, we divide the answer, which is 31 over 10. So the mean is 3.1. Our conclusion in our second example is that the mean of the probability distribution is 3.1. This implies that the average number of items that the customer will buy is 3.1. Did you get the right answer? If yes, tap your shoulder and say, "You did a great job." If not, don't worry, we still have our third example. I hope that you will learn from your mistakes and do not do it again. Our third example is all about the surgery patients. The probabilities that a surgeon operate on 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 patients in any day are 0.15, 0.10, 0.20, 0.25, and 0.30 respectively. Find the average number of patients that a surgeon operates on a day. Again, get your paper and pen and try answering our third example. Then you can check your answer later. If you understand the lesson, it will get easier for you to answer the next example. Again, in the first and second column is already given in the problems. So, we will now proceed in the third column. To get the answer in the third column, we just need to multiply the first and second column. This is already indicated in the equation above in the third column by multiplying the x to p of x. First, we have to multiply 3 by 0.15, which is equal to 0.45. Second, we multiply 4 by 0.10, which is equal to 0.4. Then, we multiply 5 by 0.20, which is equal to 1. Another is, we multiply 6 by 0.25, which is equal to 1.5. Then finally, we multiply 7 by 0.30, which is equal to 2.1. So, that is the process of getting the answer in the third column. Then, we write the answer in the third column. To get the summation of x times p of x, we need to add the answer that we get in the third column. We have the summation of x times p of x is equal to 0.45 plus 0.4 plus 1 plus 1.5 plus 2.1 is equal to 5.45. So, it means the summation of x times p of x is equal to 5.45. So that is the mean of our first example. Our conclusion in our third example is that the mean of the probability distribution is 5.45, which implies that the average number of patients that a surgeon will operate in a day is 5.45. Did you get the right answer? If yes, you did a great job. If not, don't worry, try again and don't be discouraged because quitter will never win and winners don't ever quit. You can try by changing the given in the examples and following the same process. I know you can do it. What you need to remember. Here's the steps on computing the mean of a discrete probability distribution. First, construct the probability distribution for the random variable x. Second, multiply the value of the random variable x by the corresponding probability. Then, add the results obtained in step 2. Try this. For you to test if you've learned from this discussion, try answering this one. The probabilities of a machine manufacturing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 defective parts in one day are 0.75, 0.17, 0.04, 0.025, 0.01, and 0.005 respectively. Find the mean of the probability distribution. So, that's all for today. We are done with the fourth lesson for this topic on random variable and probability distribution for our statistics and probability subject. Well done and see you in the next lesson. Have a nice day!